trends, new industries that are working extremely well.
Well, again, like I said,
Mobile, sustainable, yes. So think about the windmills, and think as well about the water. Yes, electric cars as well. So renewable water. Okay.
Another thing I noticed when I was in China, they don't have no motorized mopeds. Everything's electric mopeds. Because of the emissions, everything's electric.
When I was there, everything was on a bicycle.
Yeah, but now all mopeds, they have to be electric.
There were literally hundreds of bicycles we drove by.
Now those bicycles have turned into Audis.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah, probably.
Look at that. So the trends, I have that one of the water there, okay, some green initiative. It have a pretty nice article online, okay, that is related to the pharmaceutical market. It's growing intensively, and India, for instance, is one of the promoters and is one of the biggest consumers. India, China. Look at USA. We're really back behind. Hello. So let's go back into the economical environment. I'm going to go fast with that. Okay, we were talking about the trends. Okay, for instance, water resources. You are talking like pharmaceutical industry. That's another trend. Mobile, sustainable energy in general terms, and as well some more classical ones that maybe it's not considered a trend, but it's working very, very well. It's like the automobile industry. Okay, so we have some risk as well related, as we were saying, to the institutional voids. That would be number one, but it's related, of course, the governmental society and as well the economy of the country, but as well some financial aspects. What about the currency? Are we going to deal in USA dollars, in yens? Many people work on yens or euros, or do you want to work with them with local currency? It's not only what you want, but what institutions or what the government allows you as well. So that's a very important decision that you have to take into account. And the intellectual property as well. You've got to take that into account, yeah. Because in certain countries it's not
guarded.
It's not guarded at all, like China. You know why? I think it was watching a TED talk, and it was about why in China it's not bad thing to copy others. And this is related to their writing. It's so difficult. It was so difficult and exclusive to write the characters. And you know that you start from, it has got like a methodology. I cannot do whatever letter I want to do, you know, I have to start from one point. And actually the art of copying your master was giving you the privilege to be able to write and to understand. Because of that culture of copying others nowadays, it's not an issue over there.
Well, the government in China is starting to crack down on counterfeits more.
Yes, because of the international pressures, definitely. But for them, if they were allowed, they could do it all the time. Hey, I'm a better copier. Yeah, exactly. Beat me. Exactly. You beat me. Sometimes the copies are like even better than the originals. Sometimes it's like, how can they do this? Yeah. The economic wealth, of course, the size and the growth of the population aids distribution. We have a problem in Europe. Let's see if I can go into the size and growth. Okay. Brazil, for instance, is growing. It's like a very young population that they have. China, with the policy of only one kid, is like reducing, but it's still very.
It's changed it to two.
Now they have changed it to 2.
Yeah.
Okay, before they had the one kid policy, and they were giving all investment in the kids' education and transformation as a collective society. So I'm just mixing this, okay, economical base, that is size and growth, with as well with the culture, because it's related. Okay.
The problem they're having over here, not enough girls.
Yeah, it's
Not enough girls.
It's like Spain is number one country. It's number one country in adoption. It even has more. It used to have, at least before, more adopted girls, basically girls, exclusively, than the USA. Yeah. Yeah, there was like a special agreement with China and Spain. Yeah, younger populations. That's a creation of a lot of jobs, new jobs. We can train this young generation. We can make them more specialized. Okay, in Brazil, remembering one of the data that I provided last week of the report. Okay, it's one of like the efficiency level of Brazil and trained workers are very high, and they keep on growing more than in even more than in India. Okay, younger population living and dying. Here we have Russia, Brazil, India, China. What is the problem with developed countries? A student, please. Student C.
No, judges C.
Okay, D. Okay, D, but D is good. Okay, D is an A plus. What could you say that in what is one of the main problems in our developed countries? Think about Japan or Europe.
I think from what I wrote, is that the developed countries don't really.
If we are talking about age distribution, what happens in
age.
Germany? Age.
Oh.
What happens in Germany? Or in the UK? It's a little bit the contrary of what's going on in Brazil. We have a lot of young population who actually survive, because they have a lot of kids in other regions of the planet, Africa, but how many kids do they die after 1 year, before they make the year, or after 5 years? In Brazil they do, and they are having education nowadays more and more. The problem in developed countries is the lack of children and the older generation. The social security system that we enjoy, my parents enjoy, they are enjoying it nowadays, is not going to be possible anymore. Less young people working, and more elder population. So, as a trend, it can be like, it's good for the retirement funds, right?
So people living longer, bigger markets for older people.
Markets for the elderly, totally, okay? Private insurance.
Germany the same way too?
Germany as well, and for instance, Spain, now we have changed, but we used to have 1.2 children. I believe that now it's 1.3, 1.4 children, which is super low in Spain. It was one of the lowest rates of birth rates in the worldwide. We have increased our population because of the immigrants. So we were like welcoming a lot of Chinese immigrants, and from South America, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia.
So now there's a large population of immigrants from China?
China, it's been every small and medium company in Spain. It's like an exaggeration saying every, but it's insane.